Hi Taurus, welcome back to my channel, Karma Fox. I am doing your weekly reading. Hope everybody is well. I do want to take a second to remind you that this is a general reading. It may not resonate with every single Taurus out there. So guys, just take what resonates for you and leave the rest for someone else. Keep in mind the energies may reverse. So if it is resonating, Taurus, regardless if it's on the other side or not, get in where you fit in, but don't force yourself into a reading that's not for you. Spirit, can I have the energy of the sign of Taurus? Taurus. All right, Taurus, you are starting out with the Ace of Pentacles. Good job. You have the Ten of Swords reversed, and you have the Ace of Swords reversed. All right, so I definitely feel like you guys are wanting to, repair something. There was a sense here of betrayal. There was a sense of a very, very painful ending. It looks like there's an opportunity for a very stable new beginning in your life, but you might be a little bit unsure of it. There's something to do with the lack of clarity in regards to this new beginning. There's also, for some of you, there could be a sum of money that is coming to you this week. So just be aware of that. Show me, Spirit, who is in Taurus energy. All right, so the person in your energy, we have the Queen of Swords. You could be dealing with a Gemini, Libra, Aquarius. We have the Seven of Cups in the reverse and the Hierophant. Some of you may be dealing with another Taurus. Yeah, this is somebody who definitely wants to talk to you. They're coming towards you in a very honest and clear manner, but I do think that they're a little bit defensive and possibly, their boundaries are up. They feel like they don't have any other choice but to do so. I do feel like this is somebody who does want a commitment with you. They've been very focused on you. They've been thinking about you a lot. And I also feel like this is someone who, if they could choose anybody, they would choose you. They want a commitment in this connection. So let me see the energy between Taurus and this person. The Moon in reverse. Yeah, you're both having some realizations here. Interesting. I feel like this person's going to reveal their feelings for you, and I feel like it's going to open up the opportunity for a new beginning here. You could be dealing with a Cancer sign. Show me what's affecting this connection. Let's try that again. Show me what's affecting this connection. The Knight of Swords in the reverse. Yeah, there's been a lack of communication. I think this person was very confused at some point about, whether or not they did want to talk or, they couldn't figure out how to approach you. So there's been a lack of communication. There could have been an argument between the two of you as well. And if so, some very harsh words may have been said that led to the non-communication. You felt betrayed by this person at some point. This was a painful ending for you. So I feel like you want to go in and actually repair the damage that's been done, but you haven't told this person that. Show me the outcome for Taurus. Nine of Swords and the Ten of Wands. Okay, so you're having a lot of anxiety about this. I can definitely see you're unsure. There's a lack of clarity if this new beginning is going to happen or not. I feel like you might be up in your head, kind of going over everything that has happened within this relationship. There's a lot of anxiety about it. And this person that's in your energy, they have the Ten of Wands. This is somebody that feels that there's a lot of problems within this connection, or they could feel that, they personally have a lot of problems. I do feel whatever they were confused about, I feel like they've gotten the clarity that they need. But I feel like there's a problem that they have with regard to something to do with commitment, or that could be something to do, there's problems with you that they haven't been talking and discussing. So bottom of the deck is Temperance in the reverse. This is underlying energy. You might be dealing with a Sagittarian, but as an underlying energy, this is the energy of something that is strictly out of balance right now. And there's a need to balance things out in order to heal, you know, this energy. I also feel like it's a little bit of an emotional roller coaster going on here for both of you. So let's clarify, Taurus. Spirit, why is the Ace of Pentacles here for Taurus? Queen of Swords reversed and the Hierophant. So did you cut this person out at some point, Taurus? Because I definitely see you both have the Hierophant. So there's definitely some kind of a commitment that's here. But I also feel like you're very angry with this person. And particularly if they are an air sign, I feel like you're definitely angry. You're holding them responsible for anything that occurred here. You may have also felt like this person didn't want to talk to you. So I do feel like some of you may have been getting advice from somebody that you trust. Could be a spiritual leader, possibly a therapist, even a tarot card reader. And you've had some realizations about this person. I do feel like you would like to have a stable new beginning with them, but at the same time, you may also be feeling like this person is not dealing, you know, justly or honestly with you. And I do feel like there has been some anger here. Why is the Ten of Swords in reverse? And that would make sense if you felt this person betrayed you. Why is the Ten of Swords in reverse? All right, we have the Four of Wands, and we have the Magician in the reverse. So you may have been moving towards a marriage or moving towards a solid connection with this person when all of this, you know, conflict happened, when, you know, you stopped talking, because there was something you were manifesting here that just failed to completely manifest. But I also feel like you are still viewing this person as somebody that you would like to have a commitment with. It just never came about. It never manifested. And I also feel like when this ended, it brought up a sense of feeling inadequate, feeling like you didn't have all the tools necessary to really bring this together. Let me see the Ace of Swords. Why is the Ace of Swords reversed? Show me the bottom energy. All right, we have the Five of Wands reversed, and we have the Page of Pentacles in the reverse. All right, so yeah, there's been a lack of communication for sure. I think there's been a complete lack of communication. I feel like you're unclear if this person if they even want to talk to you, if they even want to resolve the conflict that's here. I'm also seeing, though, that you're thinking about this person constantly. They're on your mind a lot, Taurus. I feel like for a lot of you, nobody compares to this person, but something radical happened here that really did hurt you deeply. It was a very painful ending that you have been working to recover from and find your stability. Some of you, like I said, you've done counseling or you've been talking with somebody in order to try to, you know, work through your feelings. But ultimately, I feel like nobody compares to this person. Let me see their energy. Why is the Queen of Swords here for the person in Taurus energy? See, while you're thinking this person doesn't want to talk to you, I think they do. Yeah, they've been very unhappy. Ten of Cups reversed and Temperance in the upright. Now, the underlying energy, it's in the reverse. So that tells me that this person does want to heal this connection. They do want to talk to you. They've realized that they're not happy without you. They're also realizing, though, that they're going to have to bring in a balance into this connection if it's going to heal. Let me see the Seven of Cups reversed. Show me the Seven of Cups reversed for the person in Taurus energy. King of Pentacles, Four of Pentacles, and the Lovers. They may have had a choice between you and someone else. That's where this confusion was. At this point, they are no longer confused. They would like to bring this back together. They feel like you are a soulmate. They've been holding on to your energy ever since the two of you stopped talking. They're unhappy without you, and they've realized it. So I do feel like this person, they do want to bring this back together. They are going to be a little guarded here, though, especially if they had a choice between you and someone else. They may be a little bit guarded. Yeah, so, and you might be asking yourself in that scenario, you might be saying, what, are you just coming back to me now because it didn't work out with this other person? Why is the Hierophant here? I can tell you they think about you all the time, though. You might be dealing with a Gemini. I see Virgo, Capricorn energy is here. All right. Aries, Leo, Sag. We have the King of Wands. We have the Hangman. And the Emperor. Very strong Aries energy. So this person is waiting to reach out to you. They're waiting to take action. They want to take control of the situation. They want to deal with the problems that are here. Yeah, I feel like they've been waiting, though. But they're trying to figure out what it is they want to do, how they want to approach this situation in order to deal with the problems. But with the Emperor, I feel like they're going to be the one to reach out to you. Because I don't see you doing that. I see you kind of holding back here. You want to talk to them, but you're holding back. And you have a lack of clarity as to, what you would even say to this person when they reach out. So let's look at the energy between the two of you. We have the Moon. Why is the Moon in reverse? Now, there could have been some secrets that came out that caused the ending of this connection as well. Yeah, I'm seeing secrets that were revealed that caused a lot of... Oh, Seven of Swords. Yeah, there was deception. And whatever the deception was, it got revealed. Seven of Wands reverse and the 10 of Wands. You both have the 10 of Wands. So yeah, the deception is what caused all the problems. This is somebody you were in a established relationship. There was a committed connection here. You may feel that this person cut you out, or you may have cut them out. But I feel like the deception is what is the stickler point for you. Something got revealed. Some kind of deception got revealed. And that's what caused the problems, this deception. So I feel like there is where the painful ending occurred. And you've been feeling overwhelmed and burdened ever since then. Because I do feel like you have feelings for this person, but you don't want to deal with the deception. Now, they want to come in and resolve the problems. They want to end the conflict that's between the two of you. They've been very unhappy. They know that they caused their own unhappiness is the thing. And I also feel that, they had other people saying, look, you don't want to treat Taurus that way. You shouldn't do that. And I don't think they listened to the advice that they were receiving. So I do feel like they now want to come back in. But they feel like you feel like they don't want to even talk to you. But they do. They really do. Let me see the Knight of Swords. It's unresolved between the two of you, though, whatever this deception was. And that's a problem. Show me the Knight of Swords reversed. Yeah, I can see where the argument came from. It's directly linked to that deception. Four of Cups. We got again the Nine of Swords. That's heavy in your energy, Taurus. You've got it twice. And the Wheel of Fortune. Yeah. I do think that this person wasn't really acknowledging what you were offering them. I feel like there was a lot of anxiety, a lot of problems in this connection. It wasn't manifesting the way you had hoped or wanted it to. And ultimately, when there was the deception that was here, there were lies, there were things that were spoken that were untrue. I feel like at that point, that's when this ended, and it ended with a pretty strong argument. This person was more focused on the past or focused on third-party energy, and literally could not see what it was that you were offering to them. Now they want to, basically turn that page. They want to be able to, bring this back together. They've been holding on to your energy. And I feel like they had options. They no longer have those options. And you're kind of questioning, well, are you coming back to me because you don't have those options now? So I do feel like they want to turn that page and try to move things into a better situation. Let me look at your outcome. Show me the outcome for Taurus and this person. Show me the outcome between Taurus and this person. Okay, so we have the Three of Coins. We have the Queen of Cups reversed. And we have the Two of Wands reversed. So I feel like there's going to be like some sort of conversation here, but it's just producing a lot of anxiety for you. Because Taurus, you feel like you had to put a wall around your heart. You had to pull your feelings back. So I feel like, during this period where you haven't been talking with this person, you kind of built that wall. You kind of decided that this person wasn't safe for you to express your feelings to. I do feel like you will be cooperative with regard to, if you hear from this person. This was an established foundation, though. This was not just, hey, we're going to go out once or twice. This was an established foundation here. I do feel like for some of you, there's a soul contract, or there could even be some sort of a physical contract. However, expressing your feelings to this person is very difficult for you, and it's creating a lot of anxiety. There's this energy here of you not accepting what it is that they're offering. I do see that this person's going to be the one to take control of the connection, of the situation. The only thing is that I see them making the choice to move towards you, but they've got all these, they're bringing a lot of problems with them when they do that. And that's going to be an issue. So that's why they're waiting. They're trying to, it's almost like they're trying to let the emotions die down before they come back in. So I do feel like they're coming in, but they're bringing a lot of problems with them. I do see them being the one to take that action towards you, but I feel like you're not accepting it. Yeah, I feel like you're not going to accept it. Ooh, Five of Coins in the upright tells me that you're analyzing this, and you're seeing this as being an unbalanced situation. Still, it was in the beginning, it still is, and I feel like you're going to leave this person out in the cold. I feel like you're not going for whatever it is that they are offering you. So yeah, I feel like they just the deception and all the problems, it's just insurmountable for you. So I can understand. I'm going to pull a oracle card for you. Some of you are still in, like a legal sense, or something to do legally, still involved with this person. So that could also be something that is affecting you. All right, so your oracle says life purpose. The purpose of your life is to serve in a way that brings great joy to yourself and others. Don't worry about finding your purpose. Instead, focus upon serving a purpose, and then your purpose will serve you. Yeah, so some of you could be questioning your purpose in life, okay? I hope that this has been helpful, Taurus. If you have resonated with this, hit that like button. Be sure to subscribe to my channel. Hype the video if you get the opportunity. And until I see you in your next reading, Taurus, know that you are loved, and namaste.